So I wanted to start the tour on this side because this is what I called my tester studio. So this is where I came in order to test things like pavement plants, walls, windows, doors without messing with my actual model. So I'm going to go over here and you can see that I tested some windows and some doors and I put up some walls throughout the entire space. Um, and then it just kind of helped me protect what I was already working on so I didn't have to mess anything up. So let's get to the actual studio. I'm going to walk over here to the parking lot. Um, Inside the parking lot, I just kind of filled it to give the whole effect as to where everybody will be. And then as you walk into the studio, this is the front entrance that you are greeted with. Just some nice big windows, a little bit of greenery. And then when you walk in, you are greeted by a front desk with people who will kind of check you in, point you in the right direction. And then on this wall, I cannot import images, but it will have a giant sign that says the Elite Dance Academy as like a little bit of a welcome space. If you turn to the left, then you can go over to the store. The store is where I plan to sell the majority of my dance merchandise, such as hoodies and bags, t-shirts, but it will also be where I sell for other companies. I plan to partner with Kacee, Block, for shoes so that the dancers all have the same amount of shoes. And then if you go to the opposite side, there is a lounge area where parents can wait for their kids to be all finished with their classes. Now, if you go back to where the studios are located, you will be greeted by more seating as well as the entrances to all four studios with some lovely ceiling windows. This is Studio 1, so you can go in, check it out. And then head back to the second studio, which you can see another classes happening in here. I will say that it was really, really difficult to scale on this, so that's why it is a super tall building, but that is perfectly fine. Here's the third studio. And then the fourth and final studio. That blue wall was me trying to simulate a mirror as best as I could. And then if you go out to this side, you will then be greeted with my office. That is obviously me at the desk. And then I also have a small conference table right here to be able to do like staff meetings. And then if you go to the far right of this little hallway, you are then going to be greeted by 4 additional rooms. These are going to be bathrooms and locker rooms. So the first 2 doors are the bathrooms. You have to use your imagination for the empty room. And then the second set of doors is locker rooms with some makeup vanities. So on this side, again, imagination will have to put mirrored vanities on each one of these chairs. And then instead of shelves, these are going to be lockers. The model itself didn't let me simulate anything other than shelves. On the other side is the same thing, it's just mirrored differently. Again, more vanities that will have mirrors. And then if you go back out to where you came from, I'll go through that door last. This over here is a storage closet, or what will be a storage closet. I'll keep some like gym stuff in here, some merchandise. And then over here is the gym entrance from the studio. So if the dancers use this space for conditioning, they can enter from this door right here, and then they can have direct access. But then I also have an outside entrance because I plan to treat this as like a subscription based, such as like what would Planet Fitness would have or Anytime Fitness would have, so that individuals who don't actually dance at the studio can enter from the back. That way they're not walking directly through the studio. And again, and so overall, that is my 3D model, and what I plan to hope that it looks like. Thanks for watching.